The great day of confrontation between all the prisoners of the celestial prison approaches. Beerus is meditating in his cell and doing simulated combat in his mind. This being a visualization technique so that he can train and reach his full potential. In his mind, his enemies are seen in the worst possible scenario with their minds leveled to maximum. Vegeta is doing push-ups and sit-ups so he can train his body to the maximum. We see the sweat pouring down his body and hear the same count. 6,894, 6,895, 6,896, 6,897. And the count goes on and on. Vegeta intends to maximize his powers by training his body to unimaginable limits. Meanwhile, Goku is just sitting in front of the screen with a message that the selection of participants will begin soon. Goku was so anxious that he couldn't train. He was extremely anxious as he watched. We could see his eyes twitching and his hands tense from the weight. At that moment, we can hear Wolf's voice saying, "Hey, Son Goku. You seem to be very excited. Son Goku!" Goku still doesn't respond a thing. Silence. At this moment, Wolf screams, "Hey, Son Goku! Are you there?" And Goku is startled to hear looking at the side of the wall. Goku is embarrassed, puts his hands behind his head and says, sorry man, I was waiting for this message to change. I was a little distracted. Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Let's go back to the point. That was really fast, right? I'm gonna leave it that way. Wolf then responds, "Looks like you're pretty focused, isn't it, Son Goku?" I thought I would be looking forward to you in an amazing person. Goku starts laughing. Suddenly a beep is listened. Goku quickly looks at the panel and there was written, "Everyone go to the main room." At this moment, Goku starts to smile. He raises his fist and screams, "I finally get to meet them!" We're going to meet the strongest criminals of all universes. A door opens on the side of each cell and everyone makes their way through floating corridors to their appointed location. This time they are not being escorted by even a guard. We see a being called a Pisk looking around and doesn't even see a guard and thinks, "This is a great opportunity for me to get out of here." At this moment, Pisk jumps from his platform and before he could imagine, he is simply disintegrated. A few minutes later, we can see a large open space where countless prisoners are gathered. Above them, we see the warden of the prison, the one everyone knew as the Great Executioner with a microphone in front of him. He looks around. Hundreds of thousands of guards gather. They would be the audience. At this point, the Great Executioner then starts to say, "Oh, you multiversal scum, know damn well why you're here today. Because today, we will start the selection of the 24 warriors who will fight for freedom. Bring the strength meter! And all the prisoners, position yourselves! One next to the other so we can start as soon as possible." Everyone starts to form a huge line while some guards bring a gigantic machine with a huge panel attached to it. The prison warden jumps towards the ground and lands in front of the prisoners. Walking back and forth, he starts to explain. "Each of you will come closer. When you get in front of the machine, use all your strength in one punch. And the platform right there will define whether or not you will Each of you will get closer. When you get in front of the machine, be sure to use all your strength in one punch. And the machine meter will define whether or not you will be able to participate in the tournament. The criteria are as follows. As you can see, the strength level is rated from 1 to 10. To become a participant, the minimum of your punch must reach, and the number 9 who goes below that will not have the chance to participate." Goku watched with a serious look. Wolf, who is at his side, asks, "So, does Goku still think it's going to be that easy?" Goku responds, "I don't know. I didn't understand anything of what he just said." Wolf puts his hand in his face and mutters, "Dude, you're such an idiot. He said, just punch there. If you're strong enough, you will participate. If not, you won't." Goku makes a fist and slams it against his other hand and says, "Oh, now I understand." Wolf laughs. "You really are a figure, Goku. Vegeta and Beerus are on the other side and are already starting to feel excited. Vegeta will fist and say in a low voice, "This is my chance to face you for real, Kakarot." Beerus just smiles. Everyone is excited. The prison warden then says, "Let's start, one at a time. You approach and strike the machine. Deliver your best blow." Suddenly, a gigantic being covered in muscles, with an extremely monstrous aura approaching. With each step of the monster, the ground starts to shake. The gigantic monster then says, "It's just right here, right?" With shaky legs, the director says, "Yes, and just throw your best punch." The gigantic then puts his support foot back, raises his fist, take momentum, and deliver an incredibly powerful punch. An extremely loud sound is created when the blow hits the machine, stamped on the screen, and a few moments after the punch's number changed, being changed to number 3. Everyone is surprised. The punch had been extremely strong, but he only reached number 3, so the giant would not be prepared for the tournament. The great director said, "Take him to his cell. He won't participate." At this moment, everyone is tense. No matter how easy the selection seemed, everyone noticed that it would be much more difficult than they imagined. Wolf looks on with a smile on his face. After that, several prisoners tried. However, after more than 40 candidates tried to show their strength, not one had managed to reach even 5 points. That way, we still didn't even have a classified prisoner to participate. At this moment, a presence takes over the place. A being slowly walks with a sadistic look on his face. That was Hatsu, an ancient god of destruction who, after neglecting his work, he had been deposed from his position, and by attacking his angel, he was sent to this prison. That was an ex-deus. That was an ex-god of destruction, a very powerful. Slowly approaches the machine, calmly prepares, and just touches the tip of his index finger on the attack platform. The numbers go up, quickly locking on number 9. He had been approved. This would be the first prisoner to be ready for the tournament. Several prisoners around swallow dry. Some murmurs are heard, and some say, "This is absurd." The level required to be in the tournament is simply unimaginable. The next prisoner approaches, and again, he doesn't even reach 5 points. And so many were striking and being eliminated. We only had one classified so far, until a few moments a mysterious being arrives with white hair, known as an Angel of Discord. Known by everyone there. After all, he was one of the angels that accompanied a god of destruction. But after rebelling, he eliminated his god of destruction and began to wander alone, destroying his universe almost completely. The angel approaches and strikes. The number advances quickly, reaching 9.2. We have one more approved. These studs are awesome, incredibly powerful beings. Wolf looks at Goku and says, "Do you still think you have a chance? If you want to fight in the tournament, you need to roll a higher number than you move. Otherwise, you won't even have the chance to fight against me." Goku responds, "Are you sure you can face me? I'll be so confident." Wolf answers, "I'm looking forward to it." At this moment, it was Wolf's turn to be tested. He says to Goku, "See you soon in the room where those who got a spot will be." Wolf approaches the machine, closes his eyes. He calmly brings his fist back and throws a punch. An extremely powerful punch that even managed to dislodge the machine. Some feelings from the place. The first participant to reach 10 points is immediately approved. Goku smiles and says, "So he really is very strong. Very good. I'm next." Goku's turn to be tested finally arrives, and now we will see the outcome of this selection. To be continued. Will Goku be able to rank? Regardless of what it is more than important that you already expose it here in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.